Hello America and welcome back. Scott Godwin here, Movement and Meaning, Scott Godwin channel on YouTube. Glad to have you here. We're going to talk about motivation, okay? We're going to talk about something we all probably need more of. You know, the days of getting a job when you're 18 or 24 or 22 and showing up and having somebody boss you around and tell you what to do, those days are over, okay? For better or worse, those days are over. You know, I could go into a detailed description of the economics, the deindustrialization, the globalization, all this sort of complicated stuff that has happened to cause all this, but we need to be more motivated. You need to be more motivated. I do. We all need to dig down and find some motivation. Okay, but I think the schools, they program that stuff out of us. Okay, the schools are still stuck in that industrial mindset. You know, the entrepreneurs are not looked at as heroes when they really should be. We got statues of politicians when in reality we should have statues of people that are out starting businesses and working hard and this sort of thing. And I know you want to work hard, you want to do the right thing. We all do, I think, or most people do. But we're waiting on somebody to tell us what to do. And I'm telling you, those days are over. So let's get motivated. How does it work? Okay. This is not some sort of cheesy pep talk. This is basically 4 things that you can take with you right now. So I want you to write this down, okay? Take these 4 things with you. If you want to be motivated, you have to know these 4 things. Number 1, your values. What's important to you, okay? What is important to you? What are your values? What do you value the most? Number 2, what are your goals? How do your goals line up with your values? Your values tell you what's most important to you, okay? And I found a lot of us at times sleepwalk through life. We don't even think about these things. Okay, but values should reflect goals and vice versa. So that's 2 out of 4. Number 3, what are your projects? What are you working on that correlates to your goals that reflect your values? And lastly, what are your habits, your daily habits? What are your systems that you have set up? What are the things that you do that allow you to achieve your projects, your goals, and live out your values? Okay, so your values answer the question, what's important to you? The goals you have answer the question, what are you going to do to live out your values? Number 3, your projects answer the question, how are you going to achieve your goals? And your habits or your systems, they answer the question, what are you going to do on an hour by hour, day by day basis to achieve your projects, complete your projects, achieve your goals, and live out your values. Okay, so that's how you stay motivated. I've got a little piece of paper here. I write down my goals. You know, it's not rocket science. That's all you need to do. I think, I'm a big Auburn fan, but I heard Nick Saban say you either have to deal with the pain of discipline. Nick Saban is the University of Alabama football coach. I hate to give any Alabama football coaches credit, being a big Auburn fan. Auburn and Alabama are big rivals. But Coach Saban said something I really liked. He said that you either have to deal with the pain of discipline or the pain of disappointment. And I find that totally true. You know, when I was writing my first book, Movement and Meaning, it took me a lot longer than it should have, but I was disciplined. I worked on it some every day, and it took several years to write, but I got it done. So that was a key habit that I had, work on it every day. It was a project I had to write it and a project I had to publish it. Now the project I'm working on is marketing it. But these are projects which help you to achieve your goal, which in this case was to write the book. And the value for me is self-expression, being able to give more. And so that was something I valued. I set a goal, I had projects, and then the habits allowed me to achieve it. So Coach Saban said you either have to deal with the pain of discipline or deal with the pain of disappointment. And that's what I want you to keep in mind, is that if you don't write this stuff down, get out a piece of paper, write it down. This is motivation. motivation is doing stuff. You know, you can go sit on a psychologist's couch, or you can go to Tony Robbins conventions or Oprah conventions your whole life. But if you don't ever do anything, you know, you are what you do, basically, and you are what you love. You know, if you love your family, then you should show it. If you love your clients, you should show it. If you love learning, you should show it. These are things you value. If you love financial freedom, then you should show it in what you do, your goals, your projects, your habits. Okay? So 4 things, again: values, goals, projects, and habits. Okay? This is how I'm going to coach you to get there. Okay? It's not rocket science, but you have to do it. Write it down. Let me know how it's going, and I'll talk to you soon.